I call the shots, I never call it quits. Trust my intuition, bet it's right and bitch, it often is. Seen too many others come and go, they had the wrong intent. Do it out of love and never for it, then I watch it get bigger than expected. No second guess it, I let it set it. It's God's plan, we out here only accepting blessings. I'm stuck with it, this mindset is terminal. In and out different terminals, leveling up is personal. And I already made it, y'all can miss me. It's hard to believe I made something from nothing. No hindsight discussions, I've been writing, I love it.
Welcome to the 3 Gig Sports Podcast, where we are never wrong, just sometimes misinformed. This is Danny G sitting alongside my boys Rio and Jimmer today. And we've got a unique night, a little bit of no interview time. We're just going to talk through some news and notes, talk a little shit tonight. So I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I'm seeing highlights of Albert Pujols just hitting dingers.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel good?
It does.
To see that shit, man.
Last time I seen was like he's at 681. Last time I saw, unless I went up another one, but not far from that 700 club.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be awesome if he could get it, before he retired, and that'd be cool.
In a
Cool to
Cardinal,
see. In a Cardinal jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's launching them. They're not like barely making it over the fence.
Yeah. He's doing fine.
He's doing just fine. He'd probably go another year if he wanted to.
Yeah, I would have loved to see him get a ring, last year and then come back. But ultimately, of course, they got beat out. But
yeah.
First mistake, stop going to the Angels. Because they're just going to waste whatever you got anyway.
He was with Dodgers.
No, yes, last year, yes. I'm talking about with the meat of his, the last bit of meat of his career.
Gotcha.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
The Dodgers one, that would have been awesome, yes.
Right.
So he get his ring finally, but yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the Angels just can't get over that hump. Even when they bring in talent, they finally kind of brought in talent. It still kind of sucks.
Well, when they won that one World Series, it wasn't even it was just kind of a good built baseball team. It wasn't bringing in the huge name guys.
Right.
Yeah.
You ready to get this party started?
I am. I'm always ready, baby. Before I go there, my wife said that she's going to kick my ass for this, but we're going to do this right now.
Perfect.
So we're having Easter dinner or Easter lunch, whatever you want to call it. And we're sitting there around the table, and we all have our plates, and we're enjoying. And I look over, I watch my wife with her fork go over and cut her deviled egg in half and bite, and then take a bite of one of the halves. I look at her, and I ask her, I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what the hell are you cutting a deviled egg in half for? She's like, what do you mean? What's wrong with that? Just my eyes went big and look at her. I'm like, I didn't even know what to say.
The whole thing
I
and you choke it down.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. And she's like, if I hear this on the podcast, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm like, this is going down, and this is about to be a conversation.
The very first conversation on the podcast.
Yeah, are you cutting your deviled egg in half?
No.
Are you cutting in any way, shape, or form?
Mm-mm.
Any type is it touching a fork?
No. 2 fingers.
Right, just dropping it right
in.
Right down the gullet, right?
I'm chowing through that mayonnaise, mustard mix, whatever the heck's going on, and, toughen it out.
No, I'll choke down an entire boiled egg, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're not cutting the boiled egg in half. I mean, I know I forgot that Danny's not a mayo guy, right? Is that right?
Right.
So even a hard-boiled egg, you're not cutting a hard-boiled egg in half, are you? No. The only time I'm cutting a hard-boiled egg in half, literally, for 2 reasons. Obviously, is to make deviled eggs. And the second one is if they toss a full one on a salad or whatever. And then, I'll cut it up because I want pieces of it in there. But a deviled egg, I looked at her like, what the hell are you doing right now?
Yeah, basically, if you boil an egg, there's no need for utensils unless you cut it in half that one time for the deviled eggs, right?
Yeah,
so,
correct.
I don't get it.
No. Finger food.
Finger food is correct.
Finger food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one that thought this was insane when I'm sitting there watching this happen.
No, this is ridiculous.
I'm like, this is a thing. This is literally a thing going on right now in front of me. You pick that damn thing up right now with 2 fingers. You toss that in your goddamn mouth.
Yes.
Yeah,
Eat
you
that
stop
sumbitch.
that.
Yeah, and happy Easter.
Yeah, the most prim and proper people in the world are still picking up a deviled egg and dropping it in their mouth.
It's what Jesus would do.
That's exactly what. Yeah, that's exactly what he meant when he designed it himself.
Dude,
Correct.
speaking of that, here's a fucking good story. So we're at our Sam's Family deal yesterday for Easter. And my son, he's going to that preschool over there in Ventura, right? It's like a Lutheran preschool or whatever.
Yep.
And so they learned a lot about Christ and everything like that, and the Bible and all that stuff. So he'll come home sometimes and just tell stories and stuff. I'm like, cool, man. Like, that's awesome.
Mhm.
And he actually came out yesterday. Everybody's sitting around watching TV, whatever. And they had these, like, basically like Hawaiian rolls, right, on the counter. And he grabbed one of the Hawaiian rolls and started giving everybody a piece of bread. He's like, this is the body of Jesus. And he's fucking handed it to everybody. And everybody had to wait. And he's like, okay, now you can eat it. And I'm like, Jesus. Like, you guys doing communion in preschool?
What is going on here? They
Uh,
saucing them up. They got the wine going too. Or
That's why
juice
he said-
boxes?
Grapefruit juice. You know, gotta be
Yeah.
safe.
Grapefruit
Gotta
juice.
be
Yeah.
safe.
If they're handing out wine at this thing, I'm about to go back to.
That's what I'm saying. We're about to check this out.
Yeah.
I forgot I was gonna bring some wine.
What-
I had
What's that?
Snoop Dogg's wine.
What was that? Jesus
Ooh,
juice.
the Jesus juice, yeah. Yep.
Snoop Dogg's got wine.
Yeah. Yeah. I bought a bottle of it. I seen it. I was like, what? Get my snazzy on. Let's go.
Snazzy.
Faux shizzle.
All right. So, Jason Tatum's layup at the buzzer gave the Celtics a 115-114 win over the Nets. Kyrie has words and gestures multiple times for the Boston fans during and after the game. Says he's returning the fans' energy. I don't know if you guys seen any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said in the back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Suck my...
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
He's
got?
salty. He's mad.
He
You
came
know.
ready to fight, right?
Yeah, he came ready.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he was going to get it regardless because you think back to what he said. I want to be a Celtic for the rest of my life. What did he do immediately? He signed to leave, you know, in
Yeah.
that offseason. So
Yep.
there's some bad blood.
Yep. And the team was worse with him, so that fan base just does not like him.
Right,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And there, you know, there's some.
You got a problem
fan
with him doing
bases-
it?
No. I think the Heat, you know, emotions on both sides. Don't care. I think
He's getting
That's
beat.
part of sports.
I'm asking you because he's getting beat up by like everybody right
Yep.
now. Because
No, I don't mind it. I think there's emotions coming from both sides, fan side, you know, his side as well. It's all, you know, sports. Now the big thing is, can he tune them out to play well and propel them to a win? So it's going to come down to.
Yeah, as long as it's just talk between, the fans and him, because the fans they're not going to stop, right?
no.
They're not going to stop, and that's, as a professional, that's one thing you have to do.
Well, I
tune
keep
out all the noise.
hearing like he needs to act professional and this, that, and the other. I'm like, first off, kudos to him. Like I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go full bore on board with this one. Like I'm board, plain and simple. Kudos to you. Just for the simple fact that, like, first off, I know for a damn fact I could not do it. You're gonna sit there and talk shit. I'm gonna talk shit back.
Yep.
Yes, and they keep, speak with your game. Yeah, it doesn't mean he still can't speak with his game while he's also throwing up the middle finger at you because you're saying dumb shit and flipping him the bird. And it's coming from, it isn't like it's only coming from kids. It's coming from grown-ass men. You don't ask the grown-ass men to keep their mouth shut like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's just because they lost, so they're
And it was-
trying to turn it on a bad
Did you guys
light.
watch that play? That actual play, the game-winning play?
That play and the play before. Yeah.
So Kyrie Irving and his shitty defense. So it was actually kind of his fault too.
Yeah.
KD dropped the ball on that.
On
So,
that, but I'm talking about the actual Jason Tatum. He was the one on him. Had he not?
KD was up top on him, man. So KD missed it, so he went right behind.
Oh no! I'm talking about the like where he caught the ball. That was
Yeah.
Kyrie, and he could have stepped in front of it the other way, but he kind of like
Bad
did this.
defense.
He kind of
all
went
around,
like
man.
he kind of
Yeah.
went like this, and then dropped his arms. I mean, yes, it's a quick move or whatever, but you still
Bad.
could. I still would have got like in between him and the basket. That's what would have been my move, I guess.
something.
Yeah.
It was a bad look because I think you're right. I think it could have been multiple people that stopped him, but the play before that, Boston just locked everybody down and they couldn't do shit. And KD had to throw up a terrible shot, and then Boston got the ball back. And meanwhile, you come down and can't even play just one possession of decent defense to stop them. You gave somebody a layup to win the game.
Right.
That's tough.
That reminds me of I don't know if you guys remember that. I know you will, but the LeBron James Pacers, where it's like, what, less than 2 seconds? It was like 1.6, and they let him get to the cup. Like, he was almost at the three-point line on the pass in. The ball got passed into him.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, his long-ass legs and shit. But a few steps later, he's laying it up for the game winner. Like, you let him get to the cup. Like, first off, the dude isn't that good at free throws. Put his body on the ground. That's you know what I mean? Like, if you're not gonna get by me for a left-handed layup for him, which is like his dominant hand when it comes to his like going to the rim. He likes going left. You're definitely not gonna beat me that way. You're gonna go to the floor, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, and Giannis are finalists for NBA MVP honors. None of us at this table are shocked by that.
Nope, not shocked. They've all done something to propel their team forward and make them better and are the best person on their team, so not shocked.
Yeah, agreed.
I think I think Embiid actually closed this gap more than I thought he did. Like, yeah, I was like bullish on Jokic just flat out getting it, like without a doubt. That scoring title and like pushing through, I think some people are starting to feel a little sympathy with the James Harden thing too. You know, coming in, it didn't quite. I mean, obviously it's still going like right now, but I'm saying during the season he missed his best player for what, almost 3/4 of the season, or I'm sorry, not his best player, but you know what I'm saying, the guy that's supposed to be helping him, and Ben Simmons, and then you got James Harden, chubby James Harden, who is still very hit and miss even when he joined the Sixers. Might be underestimating. He might have closed this gap a hell of a lot closer. Like he could end up pulling this out. Even though I'm on Jokic, I mean, you don't basically do what he did, and he didn't have his second best player either.
Right. Or
you know,
third for quite a while. So
yeah.
God, if
Jokic
didn't do what he did, I could see it. But man, no, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Jokic, I think all the way
Didn't close it enough.
No.
But he has to pull a few first place votes, right? Because there's always one person
maybe
first
some
off,
East Coast guys,
right? Because Shaq didn't even get a unanimous MVP. Remember?
Yeah.
There's always going to be some haters.
There's always be somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
You know. Yeah.
The Bucks win an ugly game to survive the Bulls' rally in Game 1, 93-85.
Yeah, what I think I said, the Bulls going to be scrappy, young, tough to put away. But on the other side, I think this is what championship teams have to do, is to be able to win these types of games.
Yep.
So for them to pull it out, confidence boost for sure.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the Bucks did last year. Like what I mean is like they clamped down on defense in the playoffs for their playoff run, and their ultimate championship was they buckled down on defense. Now their defense was ultimately better all regular season last year. This year, I think I looked at it, they're only like 15th, or something like that. They're like kind of middle of the pack, somewhere in that ballpark. Clearly better than the Lakers were defense, but kind of middle of the pack. But they showed that they still got it in this one. I mean, because it's a young upcoming team in the Bulls who can drop. You blink, and at the end of the game, you're looking at 120, 130 points from the Bulls. They can put up some points, and he kept them to a good old fashioned 80s, 90s score, you know, and 86 points. That used to be like the Bulls. That used to be the old Bulls games, right? 93 to 86 or some shit.
Yeah.
That's what it used to be in the 90s, right?
Yeah, DeRozan played like shit too. So I'd be curious if he plays better. This is kind of, and I saw a meme that really reminded me of this, but it was like Toronto fans watching DeRozan just throw up bricks in the playoffs that he would hit every game during the regular season. They're like, oh, is this new to you? Like, so I'm curious if that stays true and he just plays like shit in the playoffs. Because if he can play like he did this season, man, they should have a real shot in this series. But I don't know. Maybe the first game is what's going to happen. I don't know.
I didn't catch much of this game at all. So I'm going to assume, and I could be assuming wrong, that Middleton would have been on DeRozan.
I didn't watch the game.
So I didn't. Like I said, I didn't see this game, but I'm gonna assume Middleton would have been on DeRozan on this for the better part of the game. I don't know if he's gonna manage very well against someone that's so lengthy, you know, like long, lanky.
Yeah,
I don't know. the mid-range assassin and DeRozan. There was a stretch that we were talking him MVP there for a minute too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was doing
some crazy shots.
He was
Fucking
hitting some
2 straight game winners, right?
Yeah.
Like back-to-back nights.
back-to-back nights. I think he was averaging like 35 for like for like 4 straight games or some shit.
Yeah, that was when everybody was hurt too, though. So maybe he had to put the team on his back. Just
And you just get as many shots as you want, basically. Yeah. Chris Paul takes over in the fourth quarter to lead Phoenix Suns to game 1 win over the Pelicans, 110-99.
Who was that, Danny?
Who are they playing?
Doesn't matter.
Who took over?
Pelicans, the hot Pelicans.
Hold on. I need to be clear about something. Did you just say he took over in the fourth quarter?
He did.
So this was a close game going into the fourth quarter is what you're telling
Pelicans
me?
are hot team,
Pelicans
baby.
are.
Oh, my God.
Pelicans are hot.
Hot team. You know, when they're
Phoenix is head and shoulders better than everybody in that conference.
And they still won by 11. That's still double digits.
Come on.
It was in question is what you're telling me right now.
I just said he took
took
over.
over, huh?
I just said he took
Oh.
over. I didn't say they were behind. He just took over.
Right, he just was
Man, I'm
scoring all
starting
the
to
last
feel a little
points.
worried about Phoenix, apparently. But
He joined, you know, we can go ahead and talk about that, the point guard.
Okay.
who?
The point guard.
The point guy, Danny.
that
Is your mic? Is your
that
earphones up?
If you turn the earbuds
You
up.
talking about Magic? Oh, Stockton. That's what you're talking about.
Which one is you? Is that
Sorry.
you?
Yeah.
Is that hello?
Stockton has no championships either.
Yeah, but he has more assists than fucking God, so it's
Not
fine.
much. Actually, quite a bit much. Like,
I was gonna say
they're so far. Like that's one record that may never get beat
Fall,
right
yeah.
there.
Yep.
You know, especially in today's age, because the point guard is like a combo guard, and they're usually a scorer now. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why you should appreciate Chris Paul more.
Correct.
At age 37, he is one of he's one of 5 players that went for 30 and 10. LeBron is on there, obviously. He's done that multiple times, like 22 times or some shit like that in the playoffs. So we're talking about in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the other one, the last one to do it for the Suns was one Steve Nash. Still not impressed?
No.
Just about that.
Jesus.
I wonder.
He'd have to save the world from,
So I got to go.
from aliens for Danny to be
Yeah,
like,
join the fucking Avengers and
what
we'll
a
talk. all right?
hell of a guy. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm
Join the
totally wrong.
Avengers.
Hell of a guy. What a baller.
So I got a question for you. If he wins a championship this year, do you think he changes a little bit? Do you think
Hell no. He'll be like DeAndre Ayton was up in that ass, getting that rebound. No. Yeah, no.
If they were to win a championship, he will not be a big reason why they win the
What?
I'm gonna tell you that
What
right
the
now.
hell?
I'm gonna tell you that right now. Devin Booker will be the MVP of the finals.
Okay,
and
hold on.
that's what would happen.
We need a drug
Book's
test.
gonna
this
average
guy
like 45
because-
a fucking game.
Oh my god.
Hey, I like
telling you.
Booker, but oh my God, he won't be the reason.
Did you take a day off just to do drugs or what?
Some peyote.
No man, I will. The one thing I'll say though is I would feel a little bit different if he won a championship. That's the biggest thing. So he's had a lot of really good teams, but he hasn't done shit, right? And if you want to be in that conversation, you have to do something. He never has. That's the biggest thing. But people are like, he's the best point guard. No, he can't be. He literally cannot be right now. So that's my biggest beef. If he was a championship, maybe I feel different. I don't know, but I don't see that he makes his team better, even with his stats. So
Well, like not to go full bore with you, but he's got to be if he gets one championship. He has to because, like I just said, Stockton does not have one championship at all. He has to climb your charts a little bit. You got to give him an edge.
I'm saying I'll give him more credit.
He's got to pass Stockton in your mind.
Maybe.
And
I don't know how I feel. I don't know.
that would be
I don't know how I
hard.
feel.
I will say that because like when you
He's
have
like,
that
until
many
it happens,
assists,
I won't know how I feel.
oh, it'll happen this year is what I'm getting at. So he's got to get used to this.
Boom. Whiskey wager, Danny. Whiskey wager.
We already did. We got
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's Phoenix in
Versus
the field, I think is what it was.
Phoenix in the field.
Okay.
Japanese pitching phenom, Roki Sasaki. To remind you, is 20 years old.
Is that the cat that pitched the perfect game there?
Yep.
Okay.
Extends his streak to 17 consecutive perfect innings.
Shoot.
The team lost 1-0 after he was pulled before the 9th.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude.
This dude. Twins. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, pony the
Tommy
fuck up.
John.
Yes.
Let's go.
Tommy John.
Tommy John surgery?
Tommy John.
Man. Well, a 17 straight. And then as soon as you pull them, then they give up the one run and they lose.
How about this? I get Tommy John, then try out for MLB club.
Your shoulder's trash. It
My
ain't the
shoulder's
elbow, dude. Impressive. Impressed, right? 17.
Yeah.
I don't care where you played this at. We're talking about perfect innings, so that's impressive. Manager Alex Cora said the Red Sox expect to be without multiple unvaccinated players for their upcoming series against the Toronto Blue Jays in Canada. So I don't know if you know. I know you know part of this part with Canada. I don't know if you know that you're supposed to actually show a booster shot in the last in like 14 days or something like that.
So you have to have your booster shot or have your first dose within 14 days of going in.
Right.
Or your first shot, the original shot.
So how I read this, and I could be 100% wrong. I'm just telling you exactly how I read it. Like the word for word on this. How I took it is like every time you go into Toronto, you have to have that.
Yeah.
Or into Canada. Not your Johnson & Johnson 2-time. You need to show a booster too. Mm-hmm. Like 14 days. You had to have had it like 10 or 14 days, one of the two, before you enter the country. That's a lot of shots. Unless they missed a portion of that when I was reading it, unless they missed the portion like, hey, you just need to show that you have it in general. That isn't how they worded it.
It seems like you have to be updated on how many they say, or the first time you go in, you have to have your first COVID shot within the last 14 days.
Or the good old-fashioned Johnson & Johnson.
So, yeah.
But they're missing like their third rotation guy, I do believe is one of them.
Number 2, Hoke Hork. Tanner
Was it
Houck.
2?
Yeah.
Was it 2? Okay.
Tanner Houck, I believe he's already like 2-0 or whatever on the season. You know, pitching lights out, and then he's going to just sit because he is unvaccinated. Well, not even travel, so yeah.
Yeah, he can't go there. Yeah. Get with the times, Canada?
That's not, they're too far gone, man.
Yeah,
too far gone.
They're too far committed, right? Like
Yeah,
we're ride or die now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too bad. The Browns are signing Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward to a 5-year, $100.5 million contract extension. That includes $71.25 million guaranteed, which by numbers makes him the highest paid corner in the league, passing one Jalen Ramsey by $0.1 million. Or $100,000.
Oh, boy, Ramsey better fucking hold out, right?
He'll be pissed.
You better sit down.
Yeah.
Son.
So he congratulated him right away. He's like, that. I was waiting for another corner to hit that $100 million club. He's like, appreciate you. You were well worth it. Blah blah blah. So, see, maybe we're getting a little more mature Jalen Ramsey out there. But yeah. But this goes to me like the fake ass salary cap, right? We were talking about this off air. Mm-hmm. You signed Myles Garrett not that long ago. If it wasn't last year, then it was the year before, right? So his dollar amount is huge. I don't even need to look at it. It's huge, right? You have Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
You have, we don't know what Deshaun's is yet. That isn't quite hitting. I don't know what his salary cap hit is yet. Mayfield, who's, I don't know what his salary cap hit is, but I know he's scheduled to make like $18 million or something like that.
Yeah.
You had other players that you've brought in free agency over the last couple of years. How many $100 million players can each one of these teams do, unless they're modeling it after the Rams do? Now, hey, you know what? We're used to being sucky, so we'll try to win in this 5-year span, and then we're gonna suck again.
Well, a huge part of their salary cap is just on that defensive side. I think that's where they spend most of their money. Defensive side and maybe the O-line. I can't remember. Fuck. Defensive side, though, for sure.
I know defensive, like paying all the, bringing in their free agents and all that. So I just feel like, it's just a joke. Who is that? By the way, speaking of which,
so let's see here. Deshaun Watson only has a $10 million cap hit this year.
Okay, so they get to flirt with one. Okay.
Well, that's because he only gets paid $1 million this year. Remember?
Yep. Baker's at 18.
I love that.
13 for Denzel Ward. 13 for Austin Hooper. Myles Garrett's at 12.
For
almost
cap
13. Yep, cap hits.
These aren't even that big cap hits. I don't know how they work that.
I was going to say, the cap hits this year are not. Like I said, Baker's the top one at 18.
So
everything's pushed down the road is what it comes out to.
Yeah, they're going to hit that wall eventually, too. So they better turn this into something,
I should
right?
be able to move to 2013.
Those numbers got to jump, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so then there's Deshaun Watson, $54 million. 29 for Myles Garrett, 23 for Amari Cooper. Yeah, there it comes out. Wyatt Teller, 15. Nick Chubb, 14. Joel Antonio, 14. Yeah, they're going to be in some trouble. And then
they got to fill out the rest of the roster.
Yeah, and then it goes 13 at Jedrick Willis, and then it just falls off. And they're going to be in trouble. And they do have some young pieces. They were bad for a while there,
Yep.
But yeah, they're going to fall off.
Well, they just gave up a assload of draft picks too, so they're not going to be able to restock either. That's the gamble you do when you play this game.
Yep. Yeah, 54 is big time. I'm sure Amari's going to get pushed down the road. At Myles Garrett as well.
Did you know the team with the least amount of cap space now? And we're talking about all the teams that maneuvered all their money, right? The fake shit. It's actually your Niners. It's I didn't realize it was that low. I really didn't. It's
what do you mean?
1.5.
You mean the least amount of cap space?
Cap space this year.
Right now, it's the New
that's-
England Patriots by 100,000 ish.
So they just
San Fran's at
signed
31.
someone though too.
San Fran's at 100,000 above them.
San Fran is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're 31.
So
They're right there.
when I saw that, it was before New England's recent signing. They were the bottom, man. I didn't realize they were that low. Was what my point was.
Yeah.
Because they let DeForest Buckner go over to the Colts. I thought.
Well, so Jimmy G, they can figure out something with him. He's got almost 27 million cap space there. Instead of kicking it down the road, they need to pull the trigger on that pretty much. If they want to sign Deebo this year.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not bad.
So we'll go into that since we just touched it.
Yep.
Deebo Samuel, AJ Brown, and Terry McLaurin will skip on-field work during off-season programs while pushing for new contracts. They're all three are coming out of the same draft class, by the way.
Everybody's seeing all these wide receivers getting paid, and they want a piece of the pie.
It's a new age game. Everyone's doing this holdout stuff,
but man,
shit.
Deebo and AJ are really similar too, right? Injury prone.
Yeah,
Fucking
a little banged up.
Yeah,
but are special talents when they are out there, right?
Yeah, that's so hard.
I'm rooting for all of them to get their paid. I am. I really am. And so AJ put on Twitter, he's like, so all of a sudden because I'm asking for more money, I'm just a piece of shit human being all of a sudden. Okay, thank you. He's like. I'm actually with these. I'm with some of them, especially a Deebo. I like AJ too. All three of these receivers are damn good. We'll go ahead and put that out there right now. If you already don't know, they're some of the best in the league. You have the health concerns, but Deebo's also running the rock as a running back. So I would definitely want to get paid if you're going to use me as a banger too, because when you're a running back, you're getting smacked.
Yeah,
you do have to catch him, but which is damn special. But
no, I agree. I do think, professional athlete gets paid way too much. But, I mean, just going off today's age where everybody's getting paid, yeah, pay him his money. I mean, he's obviously that's what they're due.
I'm with you that they do, but it's no different than it's much bigger. Every job and every business is the next one up is just much bigger, and everyone thinks that the people working for them are getting paid too much. They're no different than what we are. They just don't have to go through what we're doing. What I'm saying is our company that we work for makes, I don't know the exact number, and I'm not throwing shit out there like that, but let's say they make profit $200 million a year. What does the NFL make? Was it $5 billion? It's more than that, but it's billions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
billions. So these guys are just getting what, and it's no different than if anyone says that they're getting it and they actually mean that, then they're definitely saying that actors and actresses are making way, way, way too much. Then, so you're not physically getting your ass whooped either.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the hard thing when when you say that pro athletes get paid too much. the money's still coming in. Is essentially what you're saying, right? So it's a matter of like who's getting it.
It's just
I don't
a
think
piece
the
of the
owners
pie.
need more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're making a huge chunk, right?
Yeah.
Every business around them is making a huge chunk based off of what they're doing. And that's not about even businesses around the stadium.
Right.
You know, everyone's getting their nut. So there's no reason for them, in my opinion. Yes, they're getting paid a ridiculous amount of money to play a game. I understand that, but it's no different. It's entertainment, right? It's entertainment for you, me, and everyone in between, right? It's no different than going to the movie and that actor making $100 million or $50 million off that movie because it's going to end up grossing, $500 million.
Yeah.
Or something like that. You know what I'm getting at?
I guess I compare it to jobs actually mean something. Like they're getting paid to play a game over the jobs actually mean something, right?
Yeah, versus I understand that versus like the everyday ones.
Yeah.
I just mean like then we definitely need to put it in the conversation of them actresses and act because that's that's just for entertainment purposes too
as well,
right?
I mean they worked hard too, but I think just in general the whole
who gets the bigger contract out of these three? Call it out.
Deebo. Well, he needs to be. Cap's situation. It's going to be tough. They got to do something with Jimmy. I think it has to be Deebo. Scary Terry is hurt a lot. He doesn't always produce.
All three of them kind of, right?
So
they all do, yeah.
They all kind of get banged up now that we think about it. I mean, we mentioned it too, but who you thinking?
The hard thing is they are going to want guaranteed money because that's what everybody's getting. If I'm a team, man, I'm hesitating to give either one of these guys guarantee.
Well, you got to incentivize the hell out of it.
You've got to, right? Yeah, that's got to be. But will they take that? Like, are they still going to be like booked up? I'm going to sit longer.
Well, if you're banking on yourself, maybe take it.
I don't know where these guys.
No, I think today's day and age, it doesn't. They're tired of that. The first person to do it, majorly, that got a little bit of publicity but kind of died off and everyone didn't follow suit was Kirk Cousins. When he went to Minnesota, it was a fully guaranteed contract. Like, you're paying me, I'm going to take it all. Now, I was well invested because he literally, a bare minimum, whether you like the guy or you don't like the guy, he has not missed a game. He's literally been out there for every single game. He's been out there for every offseason program, the whole works, right? He hasn't sat out any of that shit, right? These receivers aren't going to take anything less than guaranteed money. I'm not saying fully guaranteed, but they're going to, like, that's the new age of football. Like, we're getting, I don't know what the percentage is, probably 50, because it used to be like around 50%. I think they're getting closer to 75% of their pay is getting fully guaranteed.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous for sure.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If I'm the teams, I'd be hesitant with these guys just because of their history. But with all that said, Deebo is so important to that team. He's what makes them run. He needs to be the highest paid guy. I don't know how many games Tennessee's gotten away with winning without Brown being on the field, right? He's an awesome receiver, but he's not as important as Deebo is to that team.
Yep.
So I'm going Deebo. I don't even think Scary Terry's at the same level as those two.
I think he can be esque, not like the running game. Deebo's a different animal. I'm making that very clear. Scary Terry doesn't get the respect that he gets because he's with the Commanders, and everyone forgets what he can do and what he does do, and he's taking double, triple coverage because there's no one else that they throw the ball to. Maybe the tight end, but that's about it. And they're overall basically a trash team. I mean, their defense is studly, but their ownership is so bad that something isn't quite clicking.
Yep.
It's got to be Deebo. I was just asking. I think the AJ Brown and Terry McLaurin though are going to be a lot closer.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be a lot closer in their pay because they're Scary may actually be more productive than AJ. AJ's the sexier one. He's bigger, stronger, not faster, but bigger, stronger, and has the appeal, and he can take over a game, obviously.
Right. That's not what the Titans do, though, over there.
No, so he's like the So I bet you those two will be in the ballpark of each other.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know what Deebo ends up with.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, everything equal. I was going to ask you about, and it goes into this too a little bit, Kyler Murray, right? It says he's going to not play. Not going to play until I get a contract extension. They haven't sent him one. They've retracted. I told you guys about that. They retracted the one his agent did, and they haven't sent him one out. He's also injury prone as shit, and actually his numbers weren't as impressive as I thought they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we talked about him the other day, I was kind of like, I don't like him, and I was like, shit.
His numbers are dog shit.
No, exactly.
It all comes down to how much of that signing bonus he spent, right? Because I told you he's got to pay back like $5-6 million of that as well, plus lose all that other money that should have been coming in.
Yep. So I had a general question for you. I know you wouldn't re-sign him, right? Not at the money that he's going to be trying to demand.
No.
I certainly lean more towards I don't think I would either.
Trade.
And that's what I'm getting at. So if you're the Cardinals, this is a crazy ass scenario, and I understand that. First off, the cost and price for these are usually first round picks. It's probably going to be in the ballpark of 3. So someone's going to give you 3 first round picks.
Yep.
For Kyler Murray. Don't know who it is. Doesn't matter. We're not talking about where he would end up. That isn't what I'm talking about.
Ship him to Houston.
Maybe they would, but they just went from one drama queen to another. Because a lot of people forget about Deshaun before all the rub and tug stuff happened. Mm-hmm. That he actually was refusing to go to camp too and playing games before all that stuff broke, if you guys remember. So one drama queen to another. I don't know if he go to Houston, but regardless, that isn't even the question. My question is, do you as a Cardinal say, to hell with this, we're going to trade you to get 2-3 first-round picks? Do you make, and maybe you'd have to throw like a third round the other way, but do you go grab a Baker for 1 year? Because your team is still set up to win now. You go grab a Baker. I'm gonna lay the whole scenario out for you, and then I want to see what you guys think.
Yeah.
You go grab a Baker. You just grab 3 first-round picks, not to mention your own first-round pick, and you could compile them one way or another. And you grab a quarterback, whether it's in this one or the next draft, but you still have the win now mentality with a possibility of a Baker with a decent roster.
No, I think you pay. Oh boy, I think it's actually going to end up as a deal later on down the line.
Kyler?
Yeah.
So you're going to just pay him?
What Lamar is going to get and stuff. I think you pay him. I think not having a quarterback sets you back so much that you're going to have to. I mean, okay. I'm not trusting this year's quarterback draft either. You know, I think it's a weak quarterback draft. They're all sexified. We talked about it way before the draft started, so they're going to shoot up the boards even though they shouldn't. Next year's the draft. Everybody wants it. Well, you can't. Like you said, their team is still set up to be pretty decent. So even if you bring in a Baker, you could still end up out of the top 15, you know? So, yeah, I think you just re-sign him.
Good. What do you got, Danny?
I don't like Baker going there because I don't think that helps teams' morale.
Well, the reason why I say this, so I'll give you a little piece. The reason why I say it is because the other major option you have is Jimmy G. Obviously, the Niners would not let him go to the.
I was gonna say that's not happening.
That's the reason why I said Baker, because it's like basically those two guys are kind of tied at the hip right now, right? Two teams that don't really want them. Not very many teams that actually are sold on either one of them. Otherwise, they would have already traded for either one of them.
Yeah.
Right?
I think 49ers set too long.
I think they did.
I think they waited, trying to wait everything out, and then it just
went so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, they had
fucked
to
themselves
with his surgery. Like teams kind of fell back a little bit. They're like, oh wait, we better see how.
Well, that mixed.
But they could have got something.
Yeah, mixed with that's what he's saying. So mixed with, they still wanted their massive asking price,
right?
Instead of just getting
dropped
rid of
it, they could.
If they would have dropped it, they could have gotten rid of him.
That's right. That's what makes me think like I don't think they really were sold that they wanted to get rid of him. Right? They're like, well, if we're able to get this, we'll fucking let him go. But it's still so torn there.
Well, I think the demand was so great that they were like, okay, somebody's gonna come get him, keep our asking price up here. Well, then all of a sudden it all went, and now they're not even going for third round picks. You know?
Well, then it was so crazy. Yeah, it was so crazy, so quick. How much news did we have over quarterbacks? Yeah. It was like that 1.5 week stretch, that 10-day stretch. Bang, 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 bang.
I think if they had just come down a little bit, they could have shipped him off and been done with it. But I think they thought that they were holding basically the ball in their court, and we're like, oh yeah, they're going to come asking. Keep our asking price here. Everybody settled out. I mean, I think the best option now would be maybe Atlanta.
So you like the idea, you just don't like the quarterback going, as in Mayfield.
Yeah, I definitely like the idea because I don't think he. At this point, I just think he's toxic to the locker room, man.
Yeah.
Like talent aside, I just think it's not good.
So would you have another quarterback in mind though? Because my scenario is so that they still are in a win mode. Win because they do have a talented roster still, even with missing a couple pieces.
Yeah.
Because they don't believe they're out of it unless they lose a quarterback altogether and they don't have something to half-ass replace that.
Right.
I don't know. Not off the top of my head.
Maybe.
I'm sure there's something out there, but.
So they're kind of by that right there. Then they're stuck. Then we got to pay you. If you refuse to play, then we're either that or we'll call your bluff, and the fan base can hate you, and that's the reason why we lose.
Who's their backup, Rio?
Colt, motherfucking McCoy.
So
let's
that'd be-
go.
that'd be
Oh my
fine,
God.
right?
Yeah, that'll be all right.
Yeah.
So
They'd
whatever.
be all right.
That'd be all right.
Either
All
way,
right.
they're third best in that division, so it doesn't matter, right?
Whoa, what do you mean right? Like I would agree with that. What? With Kyler out there and healthy, they'd be all right.
I think it gives them a shot. I mean, I think it's kind of like the AFC West. It's a toss-up almost.
I
It's
think
going to be such a bloodbath that
I don't know what they did to really replace the pass rush. Chandler Jones leaving is not a good thing.
Yep.
Now, they have a lot of backside help. I know that. They have a lot of safety corner-esque, not corners, but you know what I'm telling.
Right.
I should say DBs.
Right. They freed up some room for some of those young linebackers to play. So
They have all the receivers in the world. You know, if they
Yeah.
can stay healthy, that is.
Mhm.
Well, they did lose Christian Kirk. So who's the third one I was thinking of? They did bring
that
AJ
rookie
Green
from
back.
Purdue. The kid
Oh,
from
yeah,
Purdue,
yeah. Who sparked up
Yep.
last year. That's right.
Rondale Moore.
Yep, Rondale.
So I think they'll be fine offensively. I think it almost reminds me of the Chiefs. They're going to be fine on offense. Defensively, they're going to be bad. So, not great.
Bad, not great.
I mean, I don't know how else to put that. They'll have a little more pass rush. The Chiefs will, but on the backside, especially
Okay.
not with Tyrann Mathieu back there.
I got you. The
But yeah, ultimately, I think they keep him. I think losing quarterback sets you back so bad.
Yeah, they probably will. I don't think they should, but
I don't think
Unless-
they should either, because it's going to set one hell of another can of worms.
yeah, no.
So
Every
he's 2
rookie
years-
quarterback's going to be 2 years.
Yeah.
in.
So here's the thing: they
2
either have
years
to
left
swing a deal, and not like a Texans kind of deal, like a going to Minnesota and grabbing Kirk and shipping him out, wrapped around draft picks either way.
You wouldn't want Kyler, right?
No.
But I think that would be the only option. Would be
I got
almost
you.
like
Yeah. It had to be a quarterback trade.
basically a quarterback for a quarterback trade, and you're
Yeah,
just
not
trying
like
to-
how I put it, because obviously the Browns wouldn't be trading for Kyler. It had to be like kind of 3-team type of version.
Correct. Yeah.
What you're saying is it would have
I don't
to
think
be.
it'll be Jimmy G. It's not going to be in the division.
No, it won't be in division. They
No.
won't help each other in
If-
that aspect.
Shit, if Derek Carr hadn't have signed his contract, Derek Carr, but now that
But
he's signed,
that deal is way too team friendly. That
Yeah.
dude will not be leaving.
right.
That did you see that it has like no cap hit,
Derek Carr's.
minimal
Yeah.
cap hit for a quarterback? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
It's
not much guaranteed
really
money in there.
team-friendly. So
Well,
it's got to
Ky-
be something like that.
Kyler can chuck the ball, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they have the money. What about Miami though?
For Tua.
Yeah. Tua doesn't have the arm.
Mhm.
Not
I
for the
mean,
two
like
guys.
I said, I think it's a
Yeah.
quarterback for quarterback with a few
Yeah.
trades,
No,
or
I'm-
draft picks in there.
They would
That'd
have
be-
to toss
that'd
some
be
draft
okay.
picks,
Yep.
obviously, but yeah, like that's.
Because just going around thinking about like teams that are like, yeah, I could get rid of my quarterback. Like Danny Dimes are not going to want to do some shit like that, right?
I don't think. So. Well, maybe they would.
I could see it.
But they have. I'm with you. I think they've been staying on Danny Dimes, saying that they're going to give him a shot for this one last shot.
Oh, I'm not
right?
saying New York. So
Yeah.
I think New York would do it. I don't know if
Yeah.
Arizona would want that. That's
Yeah.
what
Oh,
I-
okay.
Yeah,
Danny
yeah,
Dimes.
Right.
Yeah. Do you think the Jets would do it, even though they have a young quarterback?
with Zach.
No, I think no. They'll ride with that guy.
Let's say
And
they.
I think
Let's
they'll
say they would though.
Oh,
Let's say they would. Would the Cardinals do that? A young quarterback like that?
Maybe.
With throw a draft
I don't
pick
know.
up in there?
It depends on how you value
The
Mr.
Jets
Wilson.
have two top 10 first round picks.
Yeah.
You toss in one of those and Zach Wilson, they get a quarterback up there that is an improvement. I'm going to tell you now, we can't say that they won't do anything, because you also remember that the Cardinals drafted a quarterback back-to-back years.
Yeah,
One
that's true.
from the second round, one the very next season.
Yeah.
Right?
It's possible. I mean, fuck.
Anything's possible through Christ.
Yeah, that's right.
This episode is getting really religious.
I need to bring some bread in. Damn it.
I like the scenarios. That's what keeps this stuff going. And it's been a crazy offseason, so literally nothing's off the table.
Anything's possible.
We saw all kinds of shit this year. So in this offseason that I'm interested to see how this breaks down when it all comes down.
Yeah.
So probably Viking Super Bowl champs.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Go ahead. Boost your confidence. I love it.
This year's version of Capital One's The Match will feature a foursome of Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen. The 12-hole exhibition will take place on June 1st at the Wynn in Las Vegas, the only golf course on the Las Vegas Strip.
Not the foursome I wanted, but it's the foursome I'm going to get.
That's how it goes, man.
That is how it goes. Not the loving I'm wanting and the loving I'm getting. First off, the very first thing I seen about this, the names are impressive, obviously.
Yeah.
I think there'd be plenty of shit talking. I love that part, right?
Yes.
I also want to see two things.
Men naked?
No.
Oh.
I do want to see Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. There's no way that they don't throw a football to see who has a stronger arm, right? Because Josh Allen keeps saying, I'm down anytime he wants to do it.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes won't do it.
Yep.
Because everyone keeps like, who has a stronger arm? Josh Allen, let's go. I'll do it.
Yeah.
You are literally on the course together. There's no way they don't launch a goddamn football, right?
This is what needs to happen. Josh just needs to fucking chuck one and be like, your turn. And
You
he
just
said, fuck, I got to do it.
Yeah,
now?
don't even
All
challenge
right.
it. Yeah, I'm with
Yep.
you. He has a football in his golf bag. He just takes it out and launches it
He's
down
like,
there.
what's up, my homie? Boom.
Yep. By the way, I got another football here. You ready to go ahead and get that?
Yep. Coincidentally, I brought a second one.
Right. It's so weird.
Tom, we're going to need you to sit your old ass back.
Yeah. You have a nice fluttering
Right,
deep ball, but
Right. You can. There's no check downs to running backs here.
so I want to see that. Don't know who's going to win this or anything like that, but I do care about the throw because I've been waiting for that.
Yep.
And then secondly, the second thing that caught my eye on this. June 1st in Las Vegas, gentlemen. You know how hot it fucking is?
Yeah, I do.
We've all been there.
Hot as
Took your
shit.
breath away.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God. I understand, I'm a huge proponent, right? Huge proponent to desert air and the heat of that is a hell of a lot different than what we go through up here in Iowa, which is 90 degrees in the summer and 90% humidity. A different type of grossness, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
I would much rather, except for the one where we turned that corner, where we
By the
were there for
Mirage
the
or whatever.
Vegas
Oh my
hottest day or
gosh,
whatever.
yeah.
It was 115.
Turn the
or
corner,
whatever.
it was like a hairdryer, I would say, hitting you from like an inch away in the face.
Just right there, right? Oh, so gross.
Tough.
But I would much rather take that desert one. I think me and Danny, we went down to Phoenix, seeing his cousin at her place, and that temperature that night was 110 at night.
Yeah.
And it's still, I'll take that all day over 90 degrees and 90% humidity.
Yep.
But still, 100 plus degrees playing golf.
Yeah. Tough. Not ideal, as they would say.
Who do you think wins the football launching contest, by the way?
Josh Allen. He's way too ready to do it. He's like, fucking right, I'm going to throw this thing 120. Let's go.
Fuck you, Patrick Mahomes. Texas boy. Let's go.
Nope. All right, here we go. We got a whiskey wager then?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not gonna
If
happen,
they do
but
it.
yeah.
If they do it.
They're
I
not
think it's going to. I don't think it's going to be planned. I think it's going to be something like what you
There's
guys just
definitely
said.
footballs out there. Like Tom Brady's playing catch with Aaron Rodgers, so
Yeah.
they've got
There's
him.
going to be footballs.
Okay.
It's
And
happening.
you know Brady's egging this on, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
He's like,
He's going to get, like,
Come on,
whoever his
come on.
opponent is. I don't know who's pairing up. Oh, yeah, he's going against Josh Allen. So maybe he won it. Maybe Aaron Rodgers, because he's a psychological guy, right?
Yeah.
He'd be like, hey, he'd probably flick a football over to his man, Josh Allen, and be like, hey, let's see how far you can go here.
Yeah.
You want some of that action?
What's that?
Who throws further?
Oh, sure. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I'm always down for it, but
Nice solid
dude,
whiskey
we're
wager.
over three quarters of that bottle down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I thought we were a little higher than that, but yeah.
by the way, I have a shot of some shit that we got to remember. I told you about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. We have and it isn't whiskey though, but it's gonna be to a loser of a bet.
moonshine.
No, nope.
Oh, tequila.
getting our Mexican
True tequila from Mexico with the worm in it, and you got to take it.
Eat. shit.
All right, let's get a bet that we know Danny would lose.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm like, all right, where my gun gets him? Where my gun gets him at?
Man.
T-Wolves win against the Grizzlies, 130-117. Edwards finished with 36 points, and Morant had 32 for Memphis. Not bad.
Yeah,
No.
cool.
These young cats are having good games, man. So those two, Maxey had over 30, and there was one more, right? Poole. Poole had over 30 as well. Yeah, the young cats are lighting it up already,
Just
man.
taking care of business,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I was surprised. I'm not going to lie. I was a little surprised by the Timberwolves. Maybe I got to stop sleeping on them. Been hating on them for so long. I'm a Timberwolves guy. Like in the sense that they're always up there, but they always go like for 18 wins. They usually, what I tell you, they start off like 9-1 to start the regular season. This is their MO. And then, or 8-2, and then they finish with like 18 to 24 wins or some shit like that. That's what it feels like, right?
Yeah, 100%.
This year's a little different.
Yeah.
They're actually winning they're winning when it's important. By the way, don't know if you knew this, but the Timberwolves had like the least playoff victories in NBA history.
Yikes.
Damn.
I did not know that, and I thought that was kind of, but I'm not shocked really.
I would have put that
when I
like on
seen
an Orlando or something, I think.
Orlando's been in the finals a couple times. Remember?
Yeah, but that's it. Like, I feel like those were the 2 years they did shit, you know?
I don't know. The East was so bad there for a while. I could see him. Yeah.
But then they had decent around 500 seasons too, or not 500, but they
Right.
made the playoffs first round with Tracy
yeah.
McGrady
that's
too.
That's what I'm saying.
true,
The East
yeah.
was so bad there for a while.
They had Grant Hill before Grant Hill got hurt. They had their little shots there. So the more I thought about it, I'm like, damn, yeah, them were the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers would have.
I'm like, that's the first one I would have thought of, but I wasn't shocked when I seen that.
Yeah.
Jazz win over the Doncic-less Mavs, 99-93.
Yeah.
We weren't really surprised by that, or I wasn't. Unfortunately,
Yeah, they got hot late.
they got
Too
closer than I
late.
thought they were.
Too
Actually,
late. Yeah, they went on a big time run there and got hot too late.
Luka's already out game 2, too. So,
Yeah.
no bueno. I do like. So I've always told you guys I'm huge into NBA playoff basketball, and it's already getting chippy in these. The Boston one, obviously, the Nets. Some of these are getting chippy. The next one I'm about to tell you about got chippy. I watched them that game, and that is the 76ers plowed through the Raptors, 131-111, behind second-year player Tyrese Maxey's 38 points, who was trying really hard to get to that 40. The coach even left him in like late to try to get that.
Yeah.
It was just him and like a bunch of bench players, like emptying the bench, but try to get him in. And then after that, they pulled him after he missed a 3 and then one more jump shot for a 2 and couldn't quite get it. But this game was getting chippy, even when it's clearly out of hand. Like the Raptors were down 20 basically this whole game, 24-17. That's where the range was. And Fred VanVleet, Siakam and Embiid kind of got into a little pushing thing.
Yeah.
It was getting chippy. That's why I love. And this is a game 1. You still have 3 more games at bare minimum of facing each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason why I love NBA playoff basketball.
76ers just mad how it went down a couple years ago, right? So getting them back it's going to be the 76ers moving on, but yeah.
You mean the world's longest shot to fall down and dangle and hit around the fucking rim? The
4 bouncer there?
Yeah.
Just in their mind still, so they're just taking it out on them because they know they're not going to match up well with them this year.
Yeah.
It was cool that we got to see why the Sixers would not trade Maxey. If you remember that, he was part of the no, we're not going to deal him in the whole trade situation there with Harden and tearing it up. Like I heard saw a little bit, some highlights and things like that throughout the season, but I didn't expect this. So fucking pretty cool.
Found their nice 1, 2, I guess. Or sorry, 2, 3.
A piece.
He's probably well, maybe he's not just a piece. Maybe he's like after this Harden little thing goes sour, because it always does.
Yep. He's
Right?
not playing great.
And he's not playing really great
No.
either. He actually didn't have a great game in this one. He hit a couple splashing threes, but it was off of how many shots either too.
Yeah.
So he just looks out of shape.
Yeah, he does.
He really does.
He's in that strip club shape, baby.
Yeah. Let's see. Even with Curry coming off the bench, the Warriors win game 1 over the Nuggets, 123-107, after Jordan Poole goes off for 30 points.
Yeah, that was interesting.
So when I mentioned the MVP voting, or the MVP. They're not in yet. It's named during the season, but the finalists. Jordan Poole wasn't on the most improved list.
That doesn't make any sense.
That makes absolutely none, right?
No, he should win it probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't realize.
John Morant is on that list. John Morant came out last year. How is that the most improved? Like, I understand you're in MVP conversation at one point, but to me, that's not. You already had arrived.
Yep.
That's not most improved to me.
Right. No, I don't like that. It's almost like you feel like he deserves an award with Morant, right? Like, because he's not going to get MVP.
Yeah.
Because
it's almost like you. Yeah.
He what 19 points a game almost this year. Like, that's amazing. This dude wasn't.
And you were in that ballpark, right, before?
Yeah. Damn. Although I will say that game was closer than I wanted it to be for. Denver's kind of hanging around, man. Might be a better series than we think.
Even with just Doncic?
Yeah.
Or not Doncic, sorry.
Jokic, yeah. Tomato.
Tomato.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat took care of the Hawks, 115-91. I'm a little surprised by this one, just a little bit, because I thought like playoff Trae Young would.
He's been struggling, man. Been struggling.
Yeah, he was even. So the top scorer for the Hawks was like Danilo Gallinari. I think he only had like 17 for Atlanta. So I don't know where Trae is, but
yeah,
I don't know if you put. So this was in Miami, so maybe he could, ask somebody from the Hawks to sneak into the building and put Madison Square Garden on the floor.
Maybe kill it then.
Yeah, just go off. They need a hell of a lot more. I don't think they're gonna be in the ballpark. I think Miami Heat is a legit contender.
Yeah.
Contender. I'm not saying that they're gonna win, but like they're clearly in probably those top. I want to say top 5, probably top 5, 6 teams that could win a championship. Could. They have a lot of pieces. They have a good bench. I can't remember. Do you like Spoelstra? Oh, okay.
Not. I don't hate him, but he's fine.
I like this.
He's fine.
I like them to make a good run because I think some of these other teams, how it's going to line up for them is, especially these first rounders, already going to get emotional and chippy. It's going to drain a lot out of some of these teams already. Mm-hmm. So I do like them to make a deep run this year.
They don't play good against good teams. That's the problem. They're going to beat up Atlanta because Atlanta's not a very good team. Mm-hmm. Trae Young tried to get chippy with Jimmy Butler. I don't know if you saw that. That didn't go well for him.
No.
No. He's so much smaller than him, too. I just don't think of Jimmy Butler as a tall guy, man. But Trae's like trying to, kind of yippee, get the mean eyes at him and everything. And fucking Jimmy's just like, it was great. But
do you play here? Or?
Yeah. What are we doing here? So I don't feel the same way. I don't think they're going to go very far. I like their team, but they just don't. For whatever reason, they don't step up and play good against good teams. So
right, I don't think this has anything to do with them. I think it's what's happening to the other
teams. I got you. Yeah.
So, I just went over all the NBA playoff games. Out of all those, who has the best chance of actually sweeping their series that have a 1-0 lead now?
Miami, probably. Yep.
Probably Miami.
Yep. Miami
or Philly, right?
Yeah. I'd say,
the Raptors going up to Canada, though.
I don't know. I can see the Raptors getting one. Just the way how chippy and how they're just the way it's playing out.
Yeah. They kind of play like I'm with you, like they should, but they're going to pull a game or two because of just how dog like they are.
Yeah.
Like down and get it, I think.
I think Miami should sweep. I'm thinking I think Philly has a shot too.
Yeah, okay. I got you. Mm-hmm. None of the other ones really. I'm not either. I think Jokic and them because the Warriors could. I don't think it's going to happen because the Warriors haven't been clicking for the. By the way, they only went a few games over 500 to finish the season when they started 18-2.
Yeah, they were awesome. Them and Phoenix, they were tearing it up for a while. They were neck and neck.
Right there, yeah. Mm-hmm. But then they fell off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're barely over 500 for the rest of the season.
Right.
I'm not talking about like their ultimate or their end one, but they're barely over 500, I think.
Yep.
For the remaining games after that 18-2 run. So
I know Utah could sweep it.
If Doncic doesn't get back.
If Doncic plays not at all, yeah.
No,
I think the
that's
Mavericks
probably
get one at least,
Yeah,
even
they
if he doesn't come back.
I think most everybody does. It's pretty competitive. The only other one I think, now that we're thinking harder into this, I think Philly could be the only other one.
I'm
They
with you
should
too.
sweep, but-
Yeah, they have the talent to. They have the talent to roll this first round series.
Yeah.
I watched them this. The USFL projects 3 million viewers for opening night simulcast and streaming audience, which shit up to 3.6 actually. The more I read it, like not bad. And I watched them this, so I was telling Rio. I watched the Stallions, part of the Stallions game. Can't remember who the hell they were playing off the top of my head. And then yesterday, I watched a little bit of Easter Sunday too. And the name is escaping me. I would have to pull them up in front of me. But either way, the games were actually half-ass entertaining. They really were. It wasn't. It looked like a little bit better than college, quality-wise, as in like what you're seeing out there on the field, but definitely not NFL. You know what I'm saying? So, which is kind of what it is, because most of these players are players that were all SEC, all Big Ten, all whatever, but weren't quite pro ready yet, NFL ready. So that's what most of these players are made of right there. So
There's a lot of those guys too.
yeah,
So-
there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, or second team or whatever, but you're still damn good to make an all team, you know. And I watched it and I actually enjoyed it. We'll see. This is kind of what the AAF also did. They had a good opening weekend. XFL, their first year around with it. They both hit around like 2.9 million. Not bad. The next weekend plummeted off. So we'll see what happens here. I thought it was kind of goofy to, like, maybe they were going by the TV stats for trying to get TV viewers for the Easter one, but that game had literally, 32 fans in the stands on that game.
Shit.
That first game, I think it was Birmingham, Alabama. They backed their team. That stadium was packed, like for a USFL game.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just like some football. We get to see something, and I like the option that some guys will have too. And
Yeah.
they're obviously not going to compete with the NFL. Definitely nowhere near that, but we have ourselves a little gap and some auditions too.
Heck yeah.
And this is what I got, gentlemen. I do. So I have one hell of a weird law for you. You know, what was the state that I told you had like the weirdest one so far? I told you like there
You
was
said it a lot. So Florida had some crazy ones. Hawaii
Yeah.
did.
Which ones were you guys thinking though that we had? So Hawaii was kind of nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Illinois may have them beat. Every time I go down this, but I'm telling you, there's a list of these bad boys.
Right
We're
on.
going to hear that next
This one you'll like. So, well, you remember the last one I told you on Friday was that in Illinois mandates that all bachelors should be called master, not mister, when addressed by female counterparts.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told Leo that I was
About to move.
adopting Illinois stuff. So what it is, she slapped me, like really hard in the arm, borderline domestic abuse. But
If anybody's listening,
what is that? Goddamn, what's that? It's kind of a stupid movie, but it has Ashton Kutcher, the divorce one. It's him and Cameron Diaz. They get married in Vegas.
Oh.
And then he gets like videotape or whatever. He goes to counseling and he has like a black eye and bruise. No, I just I messed up a dish once or something like that. And then she turns the camera phone and like it shows his buddy whooping his ass. But this law right here. According to state law, it is illegal to speak English. The officially recognized language is American.
all right.
Yeehaw, baby.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm so confused right now.
So am I, but
so
I
confused.
but I was like, I feel patriotic, but it sounds kind of stupid.
I don't. Yes.
Hold on. Are they just trying to get rid of the word English altogether, like from England and no, it's
Maybe.
American.
American.
America.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And that's what I had for a weird law from Illinois, and there are a few more on there too.
We can adopt a few.
Perfect.
Yeah. I actually like these last two. Appreciate them. Mr. Master.
Mr. Master.
Mr. Master and American.
Hell yeah.
Don't-
Good stuff. Good stuff. So,
Let's roll into it.
I think you know what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Remix. Time for Rio's Randoms tonight. Brought to you by Bo's Power Washing out of Belmont, Iowa. Hit him up at 641-903-1720. He'll power wash your house, your driveway, sidewalks, clean out your gutters, mow, weed eat, anything you need done outside, he will do. Does a dang good job. So tonight for Rio's Randoms, up first. How many shots do you think you could do before you passed out in a row?
In a row?
In a row. Boom.
Ooh.
Just knocking them down.
Well, I just did 3 the other night in my head. Oh, in a row. Is it flavorful at least? Like I'm not choking it down?
We got 10 high in the
Oh, dude, then I can't drink that many of them. To try to find out.
All right. Something-ish, I guess. Crown. Let's just go Crown like Apple.
Okay.
Give me an estimate. And then with that estimate,
Pass out?
we're going to try this on our 100th episode.
Shit, we are. I bet you 20.
Hoofda.
I bet you 20.
That's a number. Okay. What do you
Yeah,
think,
that's
Danny?
a fucking number for sure. I'm not. I have no idea where. Like, it would make you pass out, or I could just pass out.
Yeah, or you.
Because
It
I
would just
tend to
make
do that
you-
anyway. So, I don't know, 10.
I was going to say like 7. 'cause
Yeah, like
I've seen you with like a couple and you're. Yeah, I'm thinking 10 to 12 myself, and I'll be taking her down.
Yeah,
I think
I
that'd
bet
be.
it. Well, I'm just thinking about the pass out part. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
what I can handle, or I'm like, oh, all right, that's enough. We'll probably be right in that ballpark. But the pass out where I'm going and it's like, hey, you got to go until you pass out,
Yeah.
which is almost borderline death because I think that's considered
It's
like
probably-
alcohol
Whatever.
poisoning.
Hey,
No
man,
shit.
we'd pump your
But-
stomach. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How many do you think you do before you're just like, ship down?
Yeah, that's still got to be 20, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably in that 10 to 12, just especially you just line up, boom, boom.
Yeah,
At some
super
point
quick.
you just-
Jesus
oh
Christ.
my gosh. Yeah. So,
It's like one of those deals where you stand up.
Dude, yeah,
That's
it
when
wouldn't
it hits
register
you.
right away. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't register. You'd be like
all of a sudden,
behind.
you fucking face plant. Yeah,
Yep. Oh,
tough, real.
that'd be well. That's. I don't think you just flat out crash from it because you said one after another after another. I don't think you'd crash from it. It'd be like, ooh, you have to dead stop and hope you don't die once it hits.
Right.
You know.
that'd be tough, yeah. Next up, create a holiday or day of celebration that doesn't exist. What are we celebrating? National Day Off of Work, Celebration Day.
That's so hard because I think that like everything's celebrated now if you actually type them in.
Right,
Oh,
sure, I'm
yeah.
sure. But something that's not,
Got to make it official, right?
Yeah, we'd make it official. Like, everybody gets it off.
I'm actually. Are you bringing that up because like a lot of people don't have Easter off?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of horseshit.
It
Actually.
is, yep, for sure.
Super Bowl.
Boom. I like
Ooh,
it.
that's good.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Well,
I
that's
think
a
that's
Sunday, so most everybody's always
right. But you
has
should have the
already
Monday
off,
for a
but-
recoup.
Okay,
Monday
okay,
off.
okay.
It's no different than a
Take
holiday
those.
that lands on a
Super
weekend.
Bowl
and we
Sunday
get-
weekend kind of deal.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd say Monday. You get Monday off.
For the recoup. Okay.
Podcast Appreciation Day is where I'm going. We're gonna take a day off for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or we just get time and a
Okay.
half, double time
Yeah,
to
whatever.
come in and do it.
Yeah, you
anyway.
know, whatever.
We're taking June 9th off, boys.
What's 2 times nothing? Is that what I think we talked about that before? Yeah. I'm gonna charge you this. Well, what's 2 times nothing? Because that's what you're getting. What do you got?
June 9th. We're taking June 9th off to celebrate 69. Getting it on. Getting weird. We're getting weird out here. June 9th, official holiday. Let's go.
Hold on. So you're equal opportunity employer in this? Because I'm surprised you just didn't go steak and blowjob day.
Yeah, that's
You're damn right. Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity. Yeah, I'll toss you around. What's up?
Yep.
Hell
Heck yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's go.
So are you doing that? So are you doing that like laying in the bed, or are you actually like standing up and you're holding her up?
Depends on if it's leg day or not.
Right.
She's got to hold me up.
Flip it around.
She's a big opportunity. She's going to hold me up in the shower. Drop me on my fucking head. Give me a concussion. I'm going to miss the next day, too, because I'm in the hospital with a concussion.
Oh, my God.
Concussed. Earned 69 day. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
Jesus.
Which challenge do you think you could do? Or finish, complete, the easiest? Drink a gallon of milk or a whole bottle of maple syrup?
Whole bottle of maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
The milk can't go down. Like it's been proven. Like your stomach can't hold it. In an hour. You're talking about that challenge, right? The one that's inside an hour. Isn't that what it was?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think it was.
Same thing with the bottle of maple syrup.
What's wrong? We're talking about like a normal, typical.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be the syrup, right?
Dude, I think that would be so hard.
Have you ever seen Super Troopers? I could do that
yeah.
shit. Straight up. Swear to God.
Think so?
Swear to God, yeah.
I want to go milk, dude. I think at some point that syrup, you're just going to be like, and try to take a breath or like, oh my gosh. And you just be like, there would be nothing to, it'd be so hard.
I mean, you're going to get diabetes like immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got to try this. Either one of them.
We got to, some of
milk
those
one,
challenges, this, there's like that cinnamon one, right?
Oh, we're doing the cinnamon
That one's
challenge
hard as
for sure.
fuck.
That one is.
I did not expect. And the crackers,
Yeah.
it's like
Which one
It's
is
9.
that?
It's 9 crackers in a minute.
30 seconds or a minute.
I think
Yeah.
I could eat
Yeah.
9 crackers.
You,
No, yo,
you
you
think
think.
so? Oh,
You
my
think.
God. It's so
You don't get
hard,
anything to
dude.
drink.
Yeah, I think I could do
No.
that.
Okay, we're doing
So
it.
I used to eat like a whole pack of saltine
So
crackers.
did I. We were all poor, bro. I get it. Okay?
Yeah, we get it.
We did that too.
What do you mean you eat saltine crackers? We're not talking about like the salty stuff that comes out of the end of.
No, saltine
Oh,
crackers.
okay.
But what are you talking about?
I know what I caught you doing.
Well, you were under there waiting in line, so.
What do you here too?
What do you mean caught? I look back, and you were marking your name on the little sign-in sheet. I was like, what the hell?
The sign-in
I was like, fancy meeting you under here. Well, I didn't say it. I was like,
You nasty.
that's what I had tonight for Rio's Randoms. You a nasty motherfucker, Ray.
Who's that brought to you by?
Bo's Power Washing.
Shut up, Bo.
Our guy.
Our man.
We didn't talk about good old Marcus Smart, did we?
No.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Has it been announced or the finalist?
No, it's been announced. We got the voting results.
Oh.
Yeah, so he got Defensive Player of the Year. Let's see. So it's him number one.
First guard to win since 95, 96, which would have been what, Jordan?
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah. Followed by Mikal Bridges, Rudy Gobert, Bam, Jaren Jackson, Giannis. He took it away too. 257 points.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear Doris talk about her opinion on this?
Yeah, I did.
I liked her perspective. What'd you think?
Of Marcus Smart?
It was
Yeah.
I didn't hear this.
She said like she was voting for him and why. She explained
Okay.
it. Since you heard it, what'd you think?
I mean, I agree. Yeah. And I get it, but I don't know. I think you should just kind of leave it how it is. You don't need to explain, because then you might as well explain why you didn't vote for all the other ones.
Okay, so touche, but like take away the fact that she explained it, like her thought process though.
Yeah.
Did you like that or?
Yeah, it was
That's
okay.
more what
And-
I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. I just was like, if somebody's going to do that after you vote, you got to cover every single person
Yeah.
that's on the list,
Yep.
or just vote and leave it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I would feel about it. But yeah, I mean, she wasn't wrong by any stretch. I mean, but
I think I kind of
Yeah.
did hear that. I heard her on something else though, not on TV with it.
Boom. So for our wonderful, it makes sense if you don't think about it tonight.
let's go.
You actually spurred an idea a few weeks back, talking about our trip down to Des Moines for the bachelor party and such, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna take you back in the Wayback Machine, Rio. And
Time machine time.
we had a bachelor party for a friend of ours. I think it was Jamar's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it? No,
Mine.
it wasn't Jamar's. It was
Mine.
yours.
Was it mine?
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah. It was yours. So we had a bachelor party for Jimmer, actually, down in Des Moines. And we did all the normal stuff, right? We went out. We fucking drank entirely too much. May or may not have seen some boobies, different things like that. But there was a stretch because it was actually a two fucking night bachelor party. So
Yeah.
it was
Woof.
fucked
Yeah.
up,
Well,
dude.
it was that was supposed to be. Wasn't that supposed to be the pregame one?
Oh yeah, there was a pre. Oh,
Was that the pregame
yes,
one?
The
That
pregame
wasn't
bachelor
even-
party. Got it. Okay.
I actually think you're right. I think that wasn't even the bachelor party. I think that was like the practice run that we did.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
So we fucking sold that, Rio. We got a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyhow, so we're like, fuck, what are we gonna do today? You know, and I'm like, be kind of cool. Like we always talk shit about basketball, right? We're like, let's go to the trampoline park and fucking see what we can do on the hoop and dunk and shit like that. You know.
This already sounds
Out
horrible.
of nowhere, right? We're just like, yeah, let's go fucking do that. All right, that'd be cool. And we're all a bunch of at that point like 30 fucking year old dudes, right? Just fucking going in there, and the basketball piece wasn't as fun as we thought it was going to be.
No, and most of us couldn't get up there anyways, even with the trampoline.
Yeah.
Okay.
0 hops. A white boy cannot jump.
No.
Correct.
Even if you put a trampoline there.
Can't be like Mike. Got it.
But we look and we see balls flying, right? These fucking dodgeball balls, Rio. Calm down.
Calm down. Don't soak your panties.
Sorry. Already soaked.
So,
Can't.
so we see these foam balls flying, and we're looking. We're like, wait a minute. And it was like every one of the guys had the same thought. They're like, we're going over there. So we went over to this fucking area of the trampoline park where they're playing dodgeball. And we're just kind of looking. We're like, is this just kids only? No, we see some adults. We're like, fuck yeah, let's get in there. So we all get in, and it's this one. So there's two sides. We get in this side. There's basically nobody. So we start picking up balls, chucking them, whatever. And there's these kids that start talking shit, right? There's this one kid that was really good. He was like 12 years old. He's really fucking good. He's matrixing these balls, dude, and everything. Really good. Well, we fucking went out there, and we were fucking chucking, and we're all winded and fucking out of breath and fucking dying, you know? And these kids are whooping our ass, right? We're like, fuck, dude, this is stupid. And so we fucking regroup, and we're looking at each other like, this is not happening.
This is not happening right now.
We're not getting.
We need to start taking this serious. And so, so to explain what happened next was basically murder. So we fucking destroyed all of these kids, and that 12-year-old got it first. Too.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck this kid.
Yeah,
Just-
these 9 to 12-year-olds are going down. We went
oh my god, we went
assassin
hard, dude.
mode.
Yeah, we fucking straight killed these kids. It was bad. I mean,
with dodgeballs.
with dodgeballs.
Yes,
We don't need a
dodgeballs.
clip of somebody
Yeah.
just 3 gig sports. We fucking killed
We
these
fucking
kids.
killed these kids.
They edit our audio.
They
and
edited
shit.
it out.
Hold on.
But
It gets a little better.
No, so we're like, fuck, we're all proud of each other, right? We're like, fuck yeah, nice work, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, Zach is done, dude. Kid's never gonna play dodgeball again.
Yeah.
But then we migrate back to my house. That's where we stayed, and it was like a bunch of bears just passed out all over the floor, all over the couches. The fucking living room was just full of fucking 30-year-old dudes just passed
Conked
out,
out.
taking a midday nap,
And not drunk, dude. And not drunk
drunk
Not
either.
drunk at
No.
all.
Out hard. There was like a bunch of us passed out on the floor, the couches. I think he had like a footstool or something.
Yeah.
It's good old days.
It was fucking hilarious, man.
You still beat them kids though.
But we
Beat
whooped
that
those
ass.
kids' asses, yeah.
Hey, there you go.
So, you know, if you think a bunch of 30-year-old guys can't throw down in dodgeball, you're wrong. Okay?
You're wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's your words of
Watch who you
wisdom.
mouth off to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Makes
Words
sense
of
if you don't think
yeah,
about it, right?
makes sense if you don't
Exactly.
think about it.
There's your words of wisdom. Watch out who you mouth off to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these kids definitely got cocky. That's when we threw it down.
Yeah.
We put it on the table.
They were talking
it
some
on the
shit, just
table.
like what they do on like whatever Fortnite
Call
and
of Duty,
it was
sure.
Call of Duty and more in our time and all that shit.
They tell you.
And they were doing it in person.
oh yeah,
I'm like, you little
you living in your mom's basement. As a matter of fact, I am, motherfucker.
What are you going to do about it?
I like it. Yeah, grown ass men passed out. Who whooped that ass though?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we did. That was a good time.
way
I
to
don't
recover.
I don't care how it sounds. I'm still proud I whooped that 12-year-old's ass.
Yeah,
man.
don't
We
care.
fucking destroyed
Well,
them.
you can tell they went every day, right? They
Yeah.
like do a league thing there and all that shit.
And I guess to be clear, Rio, it actually gets worse. So that 12-year-old was by far the oldest kid. Okay?
Oh
so
my God. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So these are like 8, 9-year-olds.
At this point, it's almost bullying. Hey, you know
Whoa,
what?
whoa, no, it was not. You should have seen how badly they beat us
They
the first
whooped
time.
our ass.
That's okay.
in
That's
the
okay.
first-
So, you
Should
know,
I tell Danny about my T-shirt idea? Trademark right now. Trademark 3 gig.
trademark pending.
Trademark. Whatever. Fuck off. Trademark 3 gig. Our new shirts are coming out. Make bullying great again.
All right, let's go.
Toughen some kids up,
Toughen some
right?
kids up. Not just kids. Everybody.
And not just on a microphone.
Yeah.
Not on a microphone over the web.
Yeah. Just straight up. Make bullying great again. Let's go.
We just need to remember when you used to have Fight Club with the 2-year-old kids in your living room. We just need to bring that back.
Oh, dude, yes. It was it was awesome. You've never done that? I'm not even close to kidding. Me and Jamar let our kids just whoop each other's ass, and it was so highly entertaining. And then, I'm not even
I thought
close
you were
to
like
it.
running a daycare.
No, dude, it's
Two
close.
kids.
We had
You're
talked
putting-
about it. I'm like, dude,
putting bets
what
down.
if we did this all the time?
Full time.
Full time. We get other people's kids involved.
Yes.
You know, what's legal about this? We get daycare. Daddy daycare right here,
Yes.
in person. We can get, like, at that time, you just video
There
record
we
this.
go.
You sell them.
We can quit our day jobs and start a 3 gig daycare.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We
Yes.
daycare during the day and we podcast during the evening.
And then let little kids mess each other up, which is awesome.
100%.
I still kind of let that happen every so often between my two boys. When we get real bored with something on TV, he's been mouthing off to you, kick his ass. We let that shit hang and bang, and they're big now. They're bigger boys now, so it gets shit in the house starts shaking, but it's still entertaining. Someone's getting hurt.
Yeah.
I just
I do have
found,
a
I just found that video though.
I was like, I don't know what
I
the
just
fuck
found
to
that
say
video
right now.
of Dominic and Darius, like 2 years old. Like they had the Hulk gloves and shit, just literally
Did you?
kicking each
Oh,
other's
yeah.
ass.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just watched it the other day. He comes in, charging, wow, drops him, and the other one comes in. It was so awesome.
So I have Orion's first cuss moment. Story to tell.
Ooh,
I let it go because it was all warranted. So his cousin was over, and actually all the wives had gone out to eat or whatever the other night, right? And so they're messing around, playing around, and his cousin went up the stairs, right? And in my house, you go up the stairs and there's nothing blocking off coming out, right? And then there's the landing, so you can come all the way down. I don't know what's happening. He's running up the stairs, must have trips, falls, rolls, falls out. It like lands
Oh, no.
on his feet on the fucking table below. And he just looks up and he goes, "Oh, shit." And I go, "Yeah."
Oh, my God.
Just perfect. Just nothing tipped over. Like the TV just barely rocked back. Boom, landed on his feet. Like put his hand out against the wall. And he's just like, "Oh, shit." And I was like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell's going on?
We nutted it. He
Yeah,
did
he
it perfect,
did.
right?
He did. I just let it slide. I didn't even say nothing about it
Right, like-
because I was like, "Yeah, you're right,
You
dog.
used it.
You're
You
right."
used it in the right context.
Yeah, exactly. It
It
was
was a
perfect.
freaky ass moment.
Yeah, I did get pissed. I go, "What the hell were you doing to fall down the
Right.
stairs like that?"
Not even about the swear word.
Damn.
Crazy.
Damn,
That's
I like it.
That's a perfect landing. That's some
It was
Tony
a-
Hawk shit. That's
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't know how you didn't fuck yourself up, but holy cow.
That's what I was thinking, because you have a TV on there, too.
Yeah, he didn't. The TV just barely tipped and was leaning against the back wall. He had his feet somehow like 1 foot on the table and 1 foot like on the TV's on that bottom base of it.
Yeah.
I was just like, he just looked up. "Oh shit!" And I go, "Yeah, dude. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
dude.
What the fuck?
Love it.
Crazy." I didn't tell Mom about that, so if she listens to this, yikes.
Hey, you know what? I don't feel bad. If the wives don't ever find out this stuff, it's because they don't listen to the podcast.
That's true. So yeah.
All you got to do is say, "I told you, but you weren't listening." Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Same thing with you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
She's going to whoop your ass.
she's paying attention to this one.
Oh, I Snapchatted it to her. Sorry.
Did you?
No, I
Good.
didn't.
You should have. Be like, hey, what's this thing about a deviled egg?
Yeah, and you putting them in your booty hole and squeezing them out. What? I don't know.
What? The deviled egg? No, goddamn, no.
Jimmer said he's eating deviled eggs
No.
out here. I don't know. You need to listen to the podcast.
Oh my god. Now, would you run away from a bet?
What the hell? I would absolutely not do that.
Yes, you would. Which one are you doing first? You gonna say that daddy's never wrong?
First off, I'm not doing that.
Remember that? One of the first episodes. I'll let you
Lost
get out of
your
this
damn
one.
mind.
I'll let you get out of this one if you say, Daddy Jimmer is never wrong.
What is that? So I've seen this video a bunch of times, and it's just a recording. It's people's reactions to it. But it's this guy in another
Called
guy
Daddy
at
a
work.
sandwich.
What?
Is
No.
it- oh, I
It's
like
a
that
guy
one.
and another
Okay.
guy at work. They're one-upping each other about the crazy sex that they have, right?
Oh, yeah,
And at
yeah.
the end of
I
it,
heard
he's
it.
like, her dog was in there. And he's basically talking about
yeah.
finger fucking the dog, too, while he's going at it. This shit got out of control, and that's where I felt like this was
got crazy. It did. I've seen it and heard that thing on TikTok. It got crazy. I was like, what the? I built a sky. I need to go take a shower. I woke up a fucking Christian today.
Yeah. I ate the bread. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Let's start to wrap her up.
Yep.
For those of you who happen to find us somewhere, maybe somebody shared a link, maybe you found it online. The podcast is available where, Jimmer?
Anywhere and everywhere you could possibly listen to it. Spotify, Apple, Google, Facebook, and YouTube, and anywhere else in between.
You damn right. And we've got some special things available if you send in a Makes Sense if you don't think about it, or just a story. But in order to do that, it all goes down.
In the DMs, slide into our DMs, and maybe Jim will slide into you.
Whoa.
Or maybe not.
You
But
nasty.
send to those stories, and we'll get it out to all the people. We don't have to say names.
Yeah.
We are looking forward to that. Of course, you can win our tickets as well. Head on up to Gentleman's Way in Garner, Iowa.
Did you post those yet?
Oh, we need
Not
to.
yet.
We
Okay.
need to. We'll
Okay.
get those posted up.
Yep.
Head up to Gentleman's Way in Gardner, Iowa. Get your hair cut, and you can enter into our raffle, and your next haircut could be on us. Yeah. Also, don't forget, Fitbod is out there for generating workouts, creating workouts, saving workouts. You can use our code 3GIG and get 25% off. So make sure you subscribe to that app, Fitbod.
Absolutely. It's pretty badass, too. It logs the workouts, tells you how many calories you burn, all of that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, muscle groups you were working on, all that, you can substitute out. You don't feel like legs, arms, whatever, something like that, you substitute it out. Pretty damn simple. Chris, Rio was showing me. Just a quick little zip of this. My back is sore or whatever. I got to take this one out today.
Yep.
Pretty easy. Substitute it out. Whatever.
Good
Helps
stuff.
keep track of your shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's about that time. We're going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This is 3 Gig Sports.
We out.
Discussions, I've been writing, I love it.